Honestly, one of my sources of just like complete frustration about the internet experience and being online, and being out here in cyberspace. I love it, but at the same time, one thing that really always has gotten to me is just how difficult it is to convince so many of you that whatever's being expressed is being expressed in an authentic fashion, and how easy it is to undermine and insinuate that somebody's being pretentious. And I mean, this is completely sincere, expression, and maybe I shouldn't have to tell you that. Maybe if it was, but the thing that really truly frustrates me is just like, yeah, I get it. If you don't care about something, it isn't an airport, and you want to leave the group, you don't need to announce that you're leaving. Just do it, because otherwise you're going to give everybody the opportunity to fucking dunk on you for writing about it in the first place. Like, there are going to be people there that are going to be like, bye, Felicia, in every single case. And it doesn't matter if you're actually an awesome person that's leaving the group and whatnot. There are going to be people that don't care and won't miss you, really, that like being there more than you. And maybe that's not an insult or slight against you. Maybe it's just that that person has an attachment to the group that's greater than their attachment to you personally. And that's not your fault. You didn't do anything, but you don't need to tell everybody that you're leaving, and because it does give everybody the opportunity to make fun of you for announcing that you left, and it just doesn't look like a productive thing to do. And it's just, when I come into a thread and I'm telling people that I don't give a fuck, there's this big disconnect, I think, that exists between me and them, which is, they will ask me the question, well, if you honestly didn't care, why did you need to announce that you didn't care? Whereas my mental processing and all this is just, I am honestly disgusted that my generation has turned apathy into the big trendy topic that it actually is. And I mean, if you think that my core value system thinks that I should be able to gain social credibility and fit in better because of just how deeply I don't care about particular topics, I think you don't really know me. You've never really truly known how I actually am in the real world. I mean, yeah, I have been known to have bouts of apathy and being completely unconcerned with things that were shoved down my throat and told that I should care very deeply about, but I didn't care. I mean, like, that was the experience, and like, I mean literally exactly what I said. The problem with all that is that you go out and you testify to that, and people think that you're attempting to brag about how you don't give a fuck because they've noticed that there's this general trend in society towards admiring the fuck out of the very types of people that don't care, that what anybody thinks, they don't care about anything but what they themselves want. I mean, our society seems to want people like that, and I honestly think that maybe we need people that aren't as concerned with what other people think. But if you think that the world needs like less passion and it needs less people that really deeply care about particular topics and concepts and ideas and such, then I think that you're fooling yourself. I mean, we don't. We need less of that. We need people that do deeply care about at least a few things, and in that regard, I guess you could say that the best way to summarize this is, when I tell you I don't care about something, I'm basically telling you I've got a fuck budget and I can't afford whatever you're trying to make me care about. And it's really literally that simple. But unfortunately, some people want to make it about me trying to gain social credibility through not giving a fuck. And you know, honestly, you know, of social credibility and social credit and everything, I kind of actually enjoy the small circle of friends that I actually have already. I don't, I don't really need to to push out there in a very expansive fashion and everything. I mean, like it would be nice maybe to have a bigger circle, but I'm not feeling like the intense pressure to get out there and to to push and push and push to make and meet and get to know thousands and thousands of new people and show off to them how deeply I don't care about particular stuff because I do care about certain things. I just don't care about whatever it is I'm telling you I don't care about that day in particular and that thread. You know, I think apathy is one of the most consistently overrated traits in our society. I mean, like, I get it. I get that it's kind of unfortunate that our youth culture has glamorized apathy. So, uh, please, if I tell you I don't give a fuck about something, don't think that I'm trying to tell you that not giving a fuck is cool because it's not. It's actually kind of lame.